I'm Barış, and this is C++ with Object-Oriented Programming series. Let's get right into it. Let's start this first video with what C++ is. C++ is a high-performance, general-purpose programming language created by Bjarne Stroustrup in early 1980s. It's often called an extension of the C language because it keeps the power of C, but has features like classes, objects, and templates that makes it great for large-scale software development. You'll find C++ used in all kinds of areas. Operating systems like Windows, game engines like Unreal Engine, embedded systems, simulations, browsers, and more. What makes C++ special is that it gives you a lot of control. You can manage memory directly, optimize performance, and write code that runs extremely fast. That's why it's often used in industries where speed and efficiency matter most, like finance, gaming, and robotics. But don't worry, even though C++ is powerful, we'll start with the basics. In this video series, you'll learn how to write your first programs, understand variables and functions, work with classes and objects, and even build simple projects from scratch. So if you're ready to unlock the power of one of the world's most influential languages, let's get started. Now let's start with the compilers and Visual Studio. First, I'll be showing you an online compiler which is called Online GDB. You won't be needing to actually download anything. You can just click on it and select your language, which will be using C++. Here, as you can see it, easy. You can just start coding. A little bit of adjustments here and there, but nothing too complicated. And then we have Visual Studio Code, which is a coding studio, and you will need to download it. It won't take too long, like 5 minutes or maybe 10 if you have a potato like me. Here you'll be downloading it from its official site. It is completely free. From there, go to this download tab. You can see many options here. A few for Windows, a lot for Linux, and a few for Mac. You'll have to choose these according to your device. And now on the screen I have an app named Coding C++ for mobile users. It is on Play Store. It is a simple compiler that will aid your journey on C++ coding. Now that we have our code editors ready, let's talk about compilers. But to do that, first we'll need to address a few things. Let's start with natural language. Natural languages are our everyday languages. Your speech and communication with other people is natural language, like English. Natural language cannot be used to code in computers. That is why we learn coding languages. But what is a coding language? A coding language is a series of short terms that are derived of natural language, which are easy to use and useful. So we can use these functions to command the computer to do specific things. Visual Studio and many other coding editors are made so this process is easier, faster, and more efficient. And there comes in the compilers. Compilers take our codes, which are in coding language, and turn it into machine language, which are just zeros and ones in specific orders. Since machine language is too hard to learn, we've turned into coding languages. That is why they exist. Here's a small question. Feel free to check the earlier parts of the video. Congratulations for seeing this video to end. Now you've learned what C++ is. You downloaded your very first code editor. You learned about compilers, and about differences between natural language, coding languages, and machine language, and the parts that compilers play in it. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in the next video.